Kahalala Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Waha, Raha Kwadash. All praises and glory go to you, Lord. Double honors and respect go to our apostles, bishops, elders, and teachers, the men of Great Millstone. To you I say shalom, salutations to the hopefully elect out there. It's your brother Amran, let's get into it. I was watching elder out of South Carolina, Elder Manata Zagba's video about a maniac Christian. And watching the video, this individual in the video that he is highlighting was breaking down scriptures wrong, guilty of filthy communication, because he's trying to justify eating abominable food, shrimp, crab, lobster, etc., swine's flesh, all of that. And what is intriguing is a few seconds in, after he teaches this breakdown of 1 Timothy chapter 4, I believe, wrong, he starts proclaiming proudly that he is taking the money of the Jesuits, right? And how fat they're living, and how you can go to this dude Abu and get paid, etc., which clearly is some type of joke, right? But who knows? You know, this dude might be monologuing like the old Batman villains. Who knows? However, that made me remember the set of scriptures here in Matthew chapter 5. But before I get that, I wanted to grab something else first, okay? Because Christians are always trying to justify eating any and every nasty thing that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai forbid. This is Isaiah 66:15. It says, "For behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh shall be many. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith Yahweh." Right. So the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind. And this is going to be ultimately when Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, whom you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, returns. Okay, he's going to come with chariots and great authority. He's not going to meet the world as a man, a basic man. He came humble and meek at one point. When he returns, he's coming as an all-encompassing power that Yahweh have authorized him with, okay? And it's not going to be nothing nice. Verse 16, "For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh." Right. So how is he going to plead with you, reason with you? By fire and by sword, okay? For what? For sanctifying themselves and purifying themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith Yahweh. So this is a deadly serious matter that this wicked-ass Christian is trying to teach otherwise. And the Lord is not the author of confusion, okay? Once he says it, once it's a commandment, there's no going back. And this can be proven here in the words of Yahweh Shai. Now, in this section of the scriptures, this would be all red if I wasn't in the blue letter, because these are the words of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, again, whom you ignorantly call Jesus Christ. And he highlights some very key points here. Notice the title of this section, Matthew 13 on down. It says, "Disciples and the World." So I'll begin at verse 13. It says, "Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid." Right? You have to let your knowledge show forth, man. The knowledge of the truth, which is the light. Yahweh Shai is the light, and he is the word that became flesh, man. So we're out here trying to show our light, before Yahushua, before he returns, before judgment is pronounced, because we don't want to be judged in the wrath of Yahweh. As King David says, I want to be judged in your mercy. Okay? Verse 14 again, it says, Ye are the light of the world, a city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Right? And we're trying to let them see that light so that they can choose the light and not darkness. Okay? Because once judgment comes and breaks forth, the doors of mercy and grace are closed. And all that is left is the judgment. And again, Isaiah 66 tells you, by fire and by sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. It ain't going to be nothing nice. Verse 16, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven, which is Yahweh, whom you ignorantly call God. Now here's the point. Matthew 5:17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Right. He didn't come to destroy the law or to do away with the law like these stupid Christians teach. Okay. The law is very much in effect. He didn't come to destroy the prophecies. They will stand. The Lord has already pronounced that. Okay. His movie, the script is already written. So he didn't come to destroy the script in any way. But he came to fulfill the script of the movie. He came to fulfill the law, which is why he was considered blameless in the eyes of the Lord, a lamb without blemish, who died for the sins of the nation of Israel, that they may be redeemed, that they may be returned back onto Yahweh after the separation by them not following the law, statutes, and commandments, being rebellious and sent into captivity. Verse 18, Salakia. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach men so, shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I say unto you that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and the Pharisees, the wicked scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven. Right. Now, something key said in verse 18, and we can grab it right now. It says, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass. Let's get the word for pass.
Strong's G 3928. Parechamai. Parechamai.
And what does it mean? To go past, to pass by. To pass by of time, an act of continuing for time, to pass away, to perish, which is what this is saying. Until the earth pass away, right? Going back. So until the earth passes away, one jot. What does jot mean? Get it quick.
Strong's G 2503. Iota. Iota.
And they say iota, I say iota, but not one iota is going to pass from the law. And what does it mean? It's a Hebrew letter, the smallest of them all, hence the equivalent to the minutest part. Right, now this is key, remember that. So one jot or one tittle. What is tittle?
Strong's G 2762. Keriah. Keriah.
Right.
Thayer's
Keriah.
Lexicon, related entry. Keriah. Keriah.
Right, Keriah. Okay, and I don't know why I said it twice. But it means a little horn, extremity, apex point, used by grammarians of the accents of a diacritical point. Yahushua used it of the littlest lines or projections by which the Hebrew letters in other respects similar differ from one another. The meaning is, not even the minutest part of the law shall perish. So going back and putting it all together, what is it saying here? Matthew 5:18, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass away, perish, one jot or one tittle, the minutest part of the law, shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. The law is not done away with, man. Okay? The dietary laws are still in effect. The laws on governing your morality, honoring your father and your mother, thou shalt not commit murder, thou shalt not steal. All of that is still in effect. Okay? And verse 19 says, whosoever shall break one of these least commandments, the minutest portion of the law, and shall teach men so, he shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. Right. You're going to be the lowest of the low. You're going to be a low life in heaven for teaching that. All right. So this is not a game. And if you're following these crazy Christians, you're going to be the least in the kingdom if you're of the nation of Israel. Okay. So stay away from these wayward doctrines, these philosophies, these harlot houses called churches. They're only going to lead you to your doom. And yes, the dietary laws are still very much in effect, and they will not pass away. Okay? Hopefully this has been edifying. I want to say, Kal Halal La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for this message. Till the next time, Israel Shalom.